Running back nation, what is good? Sixers sickos, what is good? Listen, short one today. I don't even know what I'm going to title the video. But of course, we're watching Sixers versus Knicks tonight on Playback TV. So join us there, of course, like you always do on Playback TV, playback.tv/runningbackphilly. But more importantly, more importantly, we're bringing the post-game live call-in show back. We're back in business. We're bringing it back because I'm tired of hearing myself. I want to hear you. So if you want to call the show, tune in right here after the Sixers game tonight. The number will be on the screen. You dial the number, you call the show, your voice is on the show, and we have a chat. All right? Sixers post-game live call-in show is back in business. Join us. Now let's get into the video.
Run it back, Philly. No frauds, no fanboys, no intros.
Okay. First things first. Oklahoma City Thunder guard Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Milwaukee Bucks forward Giannis Antetokounmpo have been named the Kia NBA Western and Eastern Conference Players of the Month, respectively, for games played in December. The question is still here, ladies and gentlemen, Sixers fans, Sixers sickos. Do they still hate the process? The answer is quite clearly yes, because let us remind you what happened in the month of December in the NBA. Joel Embiid in the month of December averaged 40.2 points per game, 12.6 rebounds per game, 4.9 assists per game, 2.1 blocks per game on 60, 42, 92. Do you know how many times a player has averaged 40 and 12 in a month, not named Joel Embiid? 1, Wilt Chamberlain. Do you know how many times a player has averaged 40 and 10 on 60% from the field, not named Joel Embiid? 0. Not even Wilt, bro. 40-10 on 60% from the field was just done in December for the first time in NBA history. How in the world does the NBA not give that player who just did something that's never been done before Player of the Month? What the fuck kind of award is this? Was the NBA not watching Sixers games? Somebody please explain it to me in the comments. I need to know now. This is insanity. Now, I'm not talking shit on any of these two players. I love SGA. I think he's a top 5 MVP candidate. There was just a tweet yesterday that I replied to that somebody said SGA is better than Jason Tatum. And I said, of course he is. That's for all you little fuckers Celtics fans in the comments. Of course he's better than Jason Tatum. He's a floor raiser. I love SGA, and I love the story of Doc Rivers not giving him time and the Clippers letting Doc Rivers basically force them to trade him for some big-name stars and then fall flat on his face and get fired. So Doc Rivers just, one by one, ruins the future of NBA teams, and thankfully for all NBA teams, he is no longer a head coach. I do wish the Lakers would have hired him, though, because that would have been pure entertainment. And Giannis, of course, an incredible talent, but, Mr. Run and Dunk. Let's watch Sixers versus Bucks, Eastern Conference Finals. Nick Nurse mastermind. Build the wall to keep Giannis out of the paint. Sixers go to the NBA Finals. Anyway, NBA Player of the Month. It's just absolutely incredible that Joel Embiid did not win this award. They still hate the process. And this is why I always bring up the Joel Embiid free throw merchant topic. When people say, oh yeah, well, he gets the best whistle in the league. The NBA has hated the process. They ran Sam Hinkie out of town. They hate Joel Embiid. Why would the NBA wake up one day and say, let's make Joel Embiid the best whistle in the NBA and give him all these extra points? No, he's just better at drawing fouls because he's the most skilled big man to ever exist. Yeah, I said it again, motherfucker. Argue with me in the comments. Have I ever told you guys how much I love Kelly Oubre? I just love the guy, bro. I just love the guy. He's a positive dude that his career almost ended because he played for some absolutely shit organizations the past couple of years. He's so grateful to be here. We have a guy in the dunker spot who can dunk for the first time in Joel Embiid's career. A quote from Kelly Oubre yesterday: "It feels amazing to be on the winning side. This is a professional team, man. We come in every day to get better. I'm just really happy to be a professional basketball player for the 76ers. Sign him. Sign him! Sign him now!" And Kelly, just stay off the mountain bike, buddy. I think he called Joel Embiid the greatest scorer of our generation.
Feels amazing. Best scorer in our generation. I'm going to keep saying that until, they cancel me, but they can't because I'm going to be here forever. So
best scorer in our generation. I think that's pretty given. I don't even think anybody can argue that, really. Joel Embiid, statistically, is the best scorer of all time. And Patrick Beverley reminded us of that the other day on his podcast. And he said if he gets a ring, it's solidified. I agree. All right, guys, give me your opinions in the comments. 2 sleepers right here. Shouldn't be sleepers, but sleepers. The Sacramento Kings have made Harrison Barnes, Kevin Huerter, and Davion Mitchell available for trade. Harrison Barnes. I've been saying, anytime I talk about a player that would fit perfectly next to Joel Embiid as a stretch 4, even when I was talking about even when I was talking about Nick Batum yesterday, I think even just off the top of my head, I said Harrison Barnes. I always thought he would be such a great player to add to the lineup. Stretch 4, still has athleticism, quick trigger 3, high 30s, low 40s% three-point shooter, still a good rebounder. Was on a massive contract from the, when he left Golden State, he signed with the Dallas Mavericks. Got a big contract after Golden State won all the championships. And then Dallas, traded him to Sacramento? Let's check it out. Yeah, so he's not on that same. Harrison Barnes signed a 3-year, $54 million contract with the Sacramento Kings this year. So he's making 17, 18, and 19. Now, you little shit that came at me on Twitter about the Kyle Kuzma contract, posted the Kyle Kuzma contract like it said $55 million. And I was like, bro, $25 million is affordable in today's NBA. 17, 18, and 19 for Harrison Barnes is perfect. And I know people prioritize cap space, but you got to remind yourself, are you in a game of seeing who can have the most cap space, or are you in a game of trying to win championships in Joel Embiid's prime? That's the game you're in. We're not this whole but this offseason the Sixers could have so much cap space. Cool. Show me those cap space rings. I can't wait to put up the cap space trophy. You know what I'm saying? Stop with this. Stop it. Build the best roster you can possibly build right now to win 3 championships before Joel Embiid retires. That's it. And the other little shit in this photo, that son of a bitch, Kevin Huerter. Wouldn't it be just an epic 360 of events? This little motherfucker takes us out in the playoffs, goes Super Saiyan redheaded stepchild on us, goes just unconscious from 3 and from mid-range, hitting shots in everybody's grill, Ben Simmons, mostly. And then he ends up on the Sixers on a championship run. I'm just saying, one of my biggest goals is still to get rid of Tobias Harris' contract. I know Tobias Harris' cousins keep coming in the comments and yelling at me for it. Maybe it's Tobias Harris' mom with 16 burner accounts. Unload Tobias Harris' contract somehow, some way. Give me Harrison Barnes and Kevin Huerter. Okay? That's all I got, man. I don't have anything else to say. Join us today on Playback TV and join the post-game live show after Sixers Knicks tonight and call the show, boy. I want to hear you. I want to hear your thoughts. I'm out of here.